What's up, my Yu-Gi-Oh community? It's Roberto with the Yu-Gi-Oh Sports Center, and we are back today with the OTS Championship from Jacksonville, Florida. Unfortunately, this is not new ban list, guys, but knowing these players, they probably didn't play any decks that were hit by the ban list like Cash Tier. So let's jump right into this. 8th place, we have Joseph Statsky, one of the best players in Jacksonville, who was running Flunders. Joseph is a very solid player. I've been saying this for the longest. I think one of the best players in Jacksonville, and I think he could be a top player if he just played more. Moving on to 7th place, we had Quindarius Sampson. That's my boy right there. Usually a floodgate guy, but it's nice to see him on Unchained. So he got 7th place with the Unchained deck. 6th, we had Dylan Williams. Dylan used to say was the future of Yu-Gi-Oh for Jacksonville. Unfortunately, he just doesn't play as much, but the kid he's great. I think he's getting out of high school. He just graduated. So, he's starting to enjoy life. So he was running the Salad deck. Salad right now with Gazelle at 3 is a very, very solid deck. And I think we'll see it topping a lot of regionals and stuff like that. Not sure about big events like YCSs or anything along those lines, but Salad is definitely a good choice. You're going to take it to a regional and surprise a couple people and maybe get yourself a top 8 or maybe even a win. We've seen Salad win one of the first regionals of the season. Coming in 5th place, we had Steve Pittman. Steve Pittman was running Unchained. Again, guys, Unchained right now is the best deck of the format without a doubt. I don't think any deck comes close to this. We've seen top players like Jesse Cotton win YCS with Unchained. I just think Unchained it's Unchained. I mean, there's not much you could say about it. The deck is solid. It does everything it needs to do, and it's all around probably I don't think it's close. I think it's just the best deck, especially with Cash being hit. Nothing else compares to Unchained. Moving on to the 4th place, we had Josh Combs, who's been playing Sword Soul a lot lately. But this time around, at 4th place at the OTS Championship, he was running Tier Elements. Tier Elements is making a splashback on the scene. The deck just still can do a lot, but issue with the deck, it does brick at times. But apparently some players know how to find ways around that and still manage the top OTS events. You guys got it. This was a 41-player tournament. So 4th place with Tier Element, and this is pretty solid, man. Pretty solid. Moving on to the 3rd place spot, we have Brian Stevens. Brian has been a very good player for a very long time. He's off and on with Yu-Gi-Oh. It's nice to see him back on consistently again, doing his thing. I'm happy he's playing a good deck. He's running the Unchained deck. He got 3rd place with it at this OTS event. Almost there. Barely missing out of the finals, getting 3rd place. This is probably the deck he's probably going to stick with. It's nice to see him getting 3rd place with it. Moving on to 2nd place, we have George Jarvis. George is a good upcoming player. Nice to see him getting 2nd place running Infernoble. A lot of people probably did not expect to see this deck getting a 2nd place at this OTS. I didn't think it would get 2nd place, but Infernoble is still a very solid deck, a very surprising deck, and a lot of people are being caught off guard by it because people aren't expecting to see it. I still don't know all the flaws of the deck. I do think maybe it's one of those decks that brick or cannot play going maybe 1st or 2nd, I believe. I'm not sure, but Infernoble, 2nd place. George did very well with it. Very proud of him. Keep up the good work, George. Now moving on to 1st place, guys, and this was a very diverse top 8 as you've seen from Jacksonville, Florida. We had Andrew, I can never say his last name, Andrew Renfro. Whatever, my boy Andrew got 1st place with Dragon Link. Andrew's a very solid player, and I think Andrew eventually is going to become a top player in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! If he can continue on the road that he's going on, Andrew will do good things in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Happy to see him win this. Very deserving. So we had no Jerome Adams in this event and no Jeremy Mitchell, no Bradley Wallace, no Santino Bradford. But this is Jacksonville's OTS at Cool Stuff. Top 8 deck list. What you just heard. Dragon Link takes it. Congratulations, Andrew, for winning this OTS event. Guys, let me know how your OTS event. Send me your top 8s and we will review them. Hopefully we can get that deck list from Andrew and maybe a couple other people in the top 8. I would definitely like to see that Infernoble and that Tier Element. See you next time.